You wouldn't hand your bank login to a stranger on the internet, would you? But you might be letting these same strangers influence your marketing decisions that impact your business growth. These strangers, they don't know your business, your resources, your goals, and yet their advice is often shaping what you do next. And if that advice doesn't work, usually, if you're like most founders I know, you assume you didn't execute it right, that you, your team, you didn't execute it the right way. But what if the problem isn't how you're doing it? What if the problem is that you chose to do it in the first place? If you're the person responsible for the marketing in your business, whether you have a team or not, this is for you. I'm Kendra Losi, and this is Marketing for People Like Us. Today, we're talking about what happens when you keep saying yes to marketing advice that wasn't designed for your business, and what shifts when you stop letting strangers on the internet tell you what to do with your marketing. This isn't about ignoring everything. This isn't about forgetting and ignoring trends or best practices or all of the other things that are working for other people. It's about deciding which ones belong in your business and which don't. This is what I hear from founders and prospects and clients that I work with, okay? See if any of these sound like something that you've said, that you've heard your team say, that you have maybe screamed at your computer when watching yet another person on YouTube talk about how they 10x their revenue and did all these things just by simply building another funnel or whatever it is. Okay. Do any of these words sound like something you've said? We're doing a lot, but I'm not sure if it's the right things. We keep adding channels and new social media platforms, but I'm not sure why or if it makes sense, and it takes up so much time. It feels like we're reacting to everything. We're doing half of what we should be doing, and we don't have the resources, time, budget, money, processes to do more. My team's already burnt out. I'm burnt out. If any of those sound like you, put a comment below. I would love to hear from you because I hear these a lot. And by the way, I'm live. So if you're joining live, fantastic. Let me know where you're coming from. And if you are listening to the podcast or watching the replay, by all means, let me know. Because here's what I have found. While the founders, business owners are saying those things, here is what has been happening behind the scenes in their business. A new social media platform gets added because that's what everybody else is doing. Substack or something like it is now a requirement because so-and-so is using it and it's working for them. You're using AI to create more and more and more and more content because that's what's there. Everyone else is doing it. You need to do it too. So why not create another ebook, another thing? Because it's easy. If it doesn't exactly match what we do or fit our business model, it's fine. We'll test it out. And in the meantime, you and your team are getting busier. And your message and your business starts to sound and look like everybody else's that you're competing with. And your direction of your business and your marketing slowly gets replaced with busy and consistency and just activity, but not results. And this doesn't happen overnight. It happens one, we should probably be doing this statement at a time. That's how you end up building marketing based on what the internet says, not what your business needs. And it doesn't happen because you're avoiding strategy. It doesn't. It happens with good intentions. It happens because you're reacting to influence. You're reacting to advice from people who know more than you do. You did not start your business because you wanted to do marketing any more than I started mine because I wanted to do accounting and work with my tax guy. No, you start your business because it's what you want to do, because it's what you're good at, because it's going to help you make money, because it's going to help you help more people. Whatever the reason why you started your business, chances are high it is not because you wanted to do marketing. So it is easy to listen to people on the internet who say that they've done this and that they can show you how to do it exactly like they did because it worked for them doesn't mean it will work for you. And that's what I mean when I say you're reacting to influence, you're reacting to other authority. And that is fine. We have all done it. I have done it. Here's what I need you to understand. The internet and social media platforms and websites, even your own, even mine, is optimized and built for engagement. Your business is built for those outcomes. On one hand, there's engagement. On the other hand, there's outcomes. Those are two very different things most of the time, unless you're a content creator or an influencer. Those are two different goals. And if you haven't defined clearly what your goals are, what you're trying to drive, who you're trying to reach, what matters to you this year, this quarter, this month, then the next visible tactic, the next thing someone tells you to do, that's going to sound reasonable. There is no reason why it wouldn't. And if that one sounds reasonable, well, this one does too. And then this other one does too. You may as well add it in. You're already doing these other things. What's one more? And that's how complexity builds. That's how you get the Franken marketing. That's how you get the duct tape and hope. It's not because you don't care. It's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because you didn't protect that decision-making structure. You didn't look at the filter. I've done this myself, and I've done it many times. There was one point where I left being a VP of marketing and I started my own business, and I thought I needed to learn everything in order to get my business back over to here so I could work at the same level I was. And so I listened to all the people on the internet. I listened to the experts, even though I'd been doing marketing for many, many years at that point already. And I've worked with clients. I knew what worked. I was worried it would be different for my business. And here's another place, a smaller place that I've done this. At one point, I decided I was going to test TikTok Live. It was before it was more available. I signed up through an agency. I was able to get access to it. I was learning how to use it, not because my business needed it, not because my clients were asking for it. I just wanted to evaluate it, to learn how to use it in case one of my clients needed me to do it. And I went live and I learned how it worked. And I saw how at the time it rewarded people. It rewarded me by the watch time, by the engagement, by the gifts people were giving. And I realized something. The platform was rewarding attention. My business needed qualified clients. It needed me to be clear on my positioning and what I was doing and why I was doing it. It didn't need me to be playing around over on TikTok. There were two different goals. And not that there's anything wrong with TikTok. I like TikTok. It just wasn't aligned with the outcome I needed and who I was trying to reach at the time. So at that moment, I realized I wasn't facing a platform decision. Do I be on TikTok or not? I was facing a priority decision. It wasn't, should I be there? It was, I know what my goals are. Is TikTok going to be a priority for me to help me reach my goals? And when you boil it down, that's usually what happens. That's really where it's at the base level. When your marketing doesn't support your business goals, it can look chaotic. It can feel like it was duct taped together and you've got duct tape and hope and maybe even a little sprinkle of magic holding your marketing together. And that is what your business growth is like. counting on. And the biggest reason boils down 90% of the time to the fact that there's no clear filter or decision structure. So every new tactic feels equally important. Every new trend feels urgent. Every competitor that starts to do something new feels like a threat. If they're there, we should be there too. Changes everything for you and for your business and for your team, if you have one, isn't that you need to do more. It's stopping. It's deciding what matters for your business, for your goals, and aligning your priorities. Not just for today or right now, but for tomorrow, for next quarter, for next year. For example, I've worked and spent a lot of time in higher ed, and I have also worked with clients that sold let's say a packaged food off the shelf. If they're both listening to the advice online, they could potentially approach their marketing, who might be the same, their audience might be the same person, right? Like they might be both trying to reach someone who's over 35, who has a family, who has this on the surface. But there's more to it than that. If you're going to if you're looking at going back to school and higher ed, for example, it might take 6 months to decide if that's an investment, time, energy, money that you're going to do. If you're going to buy a new car, might be the same thing. It's going to take a while to decide. But if you're buying a packaged item for dinner tonight or for lunch tomorrow off the shelf, it's going to be a split-second decision a lot of times. You're not going to approach them the same way. They don't need to have the same marketing plan. But if you listen to the advice of people online, oftentimes the advice might be the same. Oh yeah, you need a funnel, you need an email, you need this, you need that, you need blah, 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 blah. Do you? So the filter isn't complicated. The filter you want to remember is, does it support the outcome I'm trying to drive right now? Most businesses don't need more tactics. They need stronger filters. Because without those filters, your strategy often just gets diluted and replaced with whatever you're reacting to. Remember, the internet isn't your marketing boss. Your business is your marketing boss. Your business goals shape your marketing strategy, and your marketing strategy should dictate and shape your tactics, not the other way around. And none of it should be priority influenced by the internet and by people yelling at you to do what you should do, like me right now on the internet. It's not the boss of you. It's not the boss of your business. So when your marketing looks chaotic, or it just does not come together and support your business the way it is, and you're starting to resent it, or it just feels like it's all over the place and out of control, it's not usually a discipline problem. It's not because you're unable to manage it. That's not the thing. It's a direction problem. It's a priority problem. You don't need more effort. You need to step back and understand what you're actually trying to get to, where you're trying to go, and then filter everything else out. Just filter it out. So between now and the next episode, I want you to notice where your marketing decisions are coming from. Is it from pressure? Like you should do something, you should do this, you should do that? Or is it a priority that's driven and starts with your business? Is it starting from within, or is it starting from without, like from outside? Is it a trend that you think you should do? Or is it a strategy and strategic that's aligned with your outcomes? If this has helped you at all think more clearly about your marketing and how you can approach it, I do have a audit of sorts that helps you get to understand what your next right move is with your marketing. And it's designed to help you see what's actually working, what's not, And what deserves your focus? What should be your next right move without guessing? The link is in the show notes. I'm Kendra Losey. This is Marketing for People Like Us. I'll see you in 2 weeks.